So you, a Squeaker, want to start playing CsGo. So did I about 3 years ago, but I made so many mistakes that I don't want other people to make. There are some do's and don'ts to playing CsGo if you are a Squeaker. Now before we get into the do's and don'ts, I'm going to tell you how I got started playing CsGo. On Christmas Day 2016, I was 11, I'd gotten my first computer. It wasn't good. It was a $350 laptop that ran CsGo at 45 FPS at lowest settings. So not the best way to get started. I got CsGo the day after Christmas and started playing it with no mouse. In my first game ever, I got kicked. Then I played deathmatch. Like, a lot of deathmatch, until I got to around level 12, where I'd finally built up the courage to go into my first competitive match. I'd prepared myself as much as possible, for an 11-year-old boy, by watching War Owl videos and learning how to use my mic. I had also gotten a mouse. I guess you could say I was prepared for competitive. I loaded into the match and tried to be funny. All they did was end up getting annoyed, and we lost that match. For me, however, the losing streak continued for all of my placement matches, except for the final one. In fact, I barely talked the entire time during that match. The fact that not talking made so people liked me more didn't connect in my little boy brain. I got placed in Silver 1. Then I kept on losing for at least a year, maybe more, really securing my position in Silver 1. This losing streak continued right up until the beginning of this year. I started ranking up, and right now I'm Silver Elite Master. And after my around 312 competitive wins, and more losses than I can count, I've made a few mistakes and learned a couple of things. In this video, I will teach you how to be a good Squeaker in CsGo. Wait, go back. A better than average Squeaker in CsGo. Now, without further ado, enjoy the video. I'm going to start out in no particular order, with all of the do's. These can be stretched out and changed a little bit, so take them with a grain of salt. Number 1. Know your own voice. This might sound a little bit cryptic, but it is very simple. If your voice sounds like a grown man who wears beaver skins and cuts down trees with his fingernails, then you will get instant respect from the people you are playing with. On the other hand, if your voice sounds like a little boy who hasn't even gotten blood to rush into his little peepee yet, well, you aren't going to demand any respect from the people you are playing with. If your voice still sounds like a baby constantly crying in everybody else's ears, you probably should only talk in dire situations. Number 2. Know your skill. There is generally one other way to gain respect from the people around you. Just be good at the game. The better you are at the game, the more respect you will demand from the people you are playing with. If you are trash and are a Squeaker, don't even risk saying anything. They will slay you with their skill and better voices. Number 3. Bad days and good days. You will have bad days and good days. The best way to make every day a good day in CsGo is just to warm up for 30 minutes in an aim map like the one I use, which is called training_aim_CsGo 2. There's a couple things I like to do. I get nade kicked, and I change a couple of the settings. Like this, I change to 100. And the delay, I change it to 0.25. Got it? Then for a little while, you just go like, bam, bam, bam. And then you should probably go in with a counter-terrorist rifle. And then you're probably going to go on with your favorite pistol, like the 5.7 for example. And that is the easiest way to make every day a good day in CsGo. It may even make your aim a little bit better. Number 4. Aim isn't everything. If you want to rank up, then you have to have more than good aim. Godlike aim can take you pretty far, but you will probably have to learn some good game sense, and how to strafe, and how to communicate with your team, and how to throw nades. If you're like me, you are going to have to learn all of these things just to barely make up for your bad aim. There are more things, but I'm not here to teach you those. Just remember, you can't think that you're better than everybody else just because you have better aim than them. They are probably better than you at the game and have more of a life than you, so just don't brag about this kind of stuff. Number 5. Staying calm. If you stay calm in game, you will end up doing infinitely better, and for me, if I lose and not get angry, I actually learn a lot from the lost matches. Another thing you can do, if you just stay calm, is actually win those clutch situations by thinking where people usually sit on the site, or where they push the sites at. Then win and get clout from the team you are playing with. So just stay calm, and whatever you do, don't complain in chat or voice. They will hate you even more. So those are all of the do's for CsGo as a squeaker. And those had a little bit of leeway with them. The don'ts that I'm going to tell you today are absolute no's. Whatever I tell you in the don't segment, never do as a squeaker. It will just get you destroyed by people older than you. Number 1, never talk too much. Don't try to be funny unless you are a world-renowned comedian. Just don't try it. Your kind of comedy as an edgy teenager will be a whole lot different than anyone you are playing with. Don't start conversations. Nobody will want to continue a conversation with you if you start one. Now, if someone else on your team starts a conversation, you can add into it, just not that much. The only real reason you should speak is to call out the positions of enemies or where the bomb is being planted. Or hostage if you're into that. Number 2, don't try to be team leader. If you try to be team leader and tell people what to do, you will just get your teammates mad and you will get angry at them, which just isn't a good situation for a squeaker. Number 3, don't brag about yourself. If you end up bragging about how you are 9th grade math as a 7th grader, you will be berated infinitely. Here is a reality check. Nobody cares about you or your B honor roll. All the people you are playing with care about is how good you are at communication and how good you are at the game. Number 4, don't overreact. If you're being made fun of by your teammates, don't make fun of them back. Try to stay calm and make fun of yourself a little bit so they move on. If you get angry at them, that means you took the bait and they'll continue making fun of you. Number 5, don't get angry. This one may seem a little bit general, but if you do get angry at the game, your teammates will get angry at you, and you will just get more angry at them after the game. If you are like me, you will have a temper tantrum because your teenage hormones are coursing through your tiny mind. So just stay calm. The main thing that you need to take away from this is don't dig yourself into a hole from losing and being trash. Don't talk in-game unless you're giving callouts. And above all, stay calm. If you stay calm the entire time you're playing the game, you'll be good to go. Good luck on your adventures, young traveler. Wait, are you trying to say something back? Shut up, stupid squeaker! End.